First at noon, the breaking developments from your local election headquarters, the path to the presidency narrowing as Joe Biden is marching closer to the White House. As we look at Allegheny County poll workers today in Pennsylvania, Joe Biden now leading there in that state as well as in the state of Georgia with a razor-thin margin. Georgia's Secretary of State has now called for a recounting of the ballots in that state, although a candidate has to make that formal request. However, Georgia also saying they're not seeing widespread voter fraud. Closer numbers of actual vote counts now is tallied by the Associated Press. So in Pennsylvania, Biden is now up nearly 7,000 votes, and you can also see how close Georgia is, with Joe Biden up over President Trump just by about 1,000 votes or so. In Nevada, Joe Biden up by about 11,000 votes over President Trump. We get the latest now from reporter Skylar Henry.
Joe Biden has edged ahead in two key battleground states. Biden has taken a narrow lead in Pennsylvania, with the remaining votes coming from areas favorable to the Democratic presidential nominee.
It's votes out of Philadelphia. We're getting reports in from Philadelphia right now, heavily Democratic area. They've been a little bit, taken a while to count their votes, but they're doing it. So as that comes in, that propels Biden up into the lead.
The former vice president also has a slim lead in Georgia, and the vote counting there is nearly done.
Out of approximately 5 million votes cast, we'll have a margin of a few thousand. With a margin that small, there will be a recount.
If Biden's lead holds in those states, he will have the 270 electoral college votes needed to be the next president of the United States. Sources tell CBS News President Trump will not concede even if those races are called for Biden. The president is claiming without proof that there are shenanigans in the vote count.
There's tremendous amount of litigation generally because of how unfair this process was, and I predicted that. I've been talking about mail-in voting for a long time. It's really destroyed our system. It's a corrupt system.
But even some Republicans have called the president's Thursday night press conference destructive.
The president's speech last night was very disturbing to me because he made very, very serious allegations without any evidence to support it.
The votes being counted in Pennsylvania do not include any mail ballots that have arrived after November 3rd. Those are being kept separate pending a potential review from the Supreme Court.
All right, now back here at home as we bring in our 12 News political editor, Ted Nesi, as he's still looking at numbers on his computer over there, pouring through the numbers along with the rest of us this morning. So, Ted, we have been seeing some different numbers from different network sources. So, first of all, explain to our viewers the electoral count difference between what the Associated Press is saying and CBS News.
Yeah, Danielle, and people have every right to be a little confused on that because they're seeing these different numbers. So, all the networks as well as the Associated Press have a decision desk that decides, are they going to call a state, are they going to call the race? And those desks, as you know, don't wait till the very end of the vote. They will try to project out what's going to happen. But right now, we have different news organizations using different data sets and different methodologies, and that's why you're seeing, in some cases, a more aggressive approach, particularly with Arizona, and other places kind of being more hanging back a little bit.
Okay, so again, we have the Associated Press at what, 264?
I believe yeah, right in the 260s because of Arizona. There we go. Yep, 264, 214. That is because of Arizona that Biden is higher. I will say at this hour, based on the results I saw come in the last hour in Maricopa County, Arizona, I do think Biden is on track to keep Arizona, so I'm not necessarily thinking that'll flip. But not every news outlet has felt confident enough yet to give it to Biden.
All right, so now let's dive into Pennsylvania at this noon hour, because that's really, like, we're still seeing an active scene, if you will. There's an active vote count still happening, with the majority of these mail-in ballots centered in Philadelphia. And we've seen the huge margins for Joe Biden that came in overnight, swinging things back into his column here.
Yeah, Danielle, I mean, that's the ball game at this point, I think. And that's why I can't say I see a lot of suspense left in this race. The votes are going the wrong way for President Trump in these key states. I mean, it looks quite close right now, partly because of where we are in the count. But, you know, knowing, as you said, Danielle, that so many of these votes are in Philly, which is a heavily Democratic city where they're going to break heavily for Joe Biden, he's going to be padding his margin, I would expect, all day until they finish the counting in Pennsylvania. Similarly, I think down in Georgia, a number of the votes that are left, that will take longer, but they do seem to be in more Democratic strongholds. That is part of the reason that even though there is no official call, all the tone of the coverage, and even the way you're hearing people like Pat Toomey, the senator we just heard, they're a Republican, LaSalle graduate as well, actually. They're talking like the president has probably lost.
All right, and let's just talk quickly about President Trump. Is there any potential path to victory at this point? He is leading in the state of North Carolina, But right now, that's currently the only state that he's leading in the remaining states, correct?
You know, yes. As a reporter, I never want to rule out something 100% till it's totally over, but it is very, very, very tough right now to see a path for the president. He'd need huge swings. Remember, all Biden currently needs, Danielle, is Pennsylvania. Even if those other states had a flip and went back to Trump, which I'm not predicting at the moment, Pennsylvania would get him past 270. And it looks like more states than Pennsylvania will go to Biden in the end. So that's why I think I'd assume they're having conversations at the White House today about whether, are they going to fight in the courts and everything, or are they going to do a concession?
Okay. Well, we'll be monitoring developments throughout the afternoon. Ted, thank you. Of course, on our website, we'll be carrying the latest and for the remainder of our newscast here at noon today. Let's let you know again, WPRI.com is the place to go for all of the latest information. Don't forget to check it throughout the afternoon.